We are going to take a look at our first function, those predefined calculations that are built inside of a cell. The first one that we are going to take a look at here is the sum function. This is the most common, most widely used function in all of Excel worldwide. Now I'm back inside of our example file. This is that monthly budget that we have built up to this point. And right now we have got some calculations in there. Right. We start out which is some basic arithmetic style calculations. For example, if I go to B9, which is my total for January, I give that 1675 a double click. This opened up my formula. There it is. And I'm just doing some addition. I'm saying take this cell, add it to this cell, then add that to the cell. This cell, this cell, this cell, right. We only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records there. Right. So doing this plus this plus this plus this wasn't too bad, although I know you don't want to do a lot of it. What if you had 20, 30, 50, hundreds or thousands of records? It's not really something you want to do. You want to retype that over and over again. No way, no way. Unless I'm getting paid to do it by line item, right? Maybe I will do it, but probably not. Right. I want to find a quicker, more efficient way of doing this. And this is where a function, something like the sum function, will come in and make this so much more efficient, faster. It's huge. Alright. Let's take a look at the sum function. I mean my escape key, just to close that out. Now to start this out, we are actually going to replace all of these formulas right here. So from E, what is that? E4 to 8, and from B9 to E9. Let's delete those out. Get rid of them, alright. And go through. You can highlight items that you delete, can your keyboard. Let's get rid of them. Now that broke the percent calculation, not too big of a deal. It just means this pound did /0 explanation mark error. This is your divide by 0 error, and mathematically you can't divide by 0 because we have no numbers. There. It's given us that error. No problem. It'll come back, but we just got to fill out the calculations now. Alright. Here comes the sum function. Now the process that we are about to go through here might be just a little bit different based on the version of Excel that you are working with. There might be, if you are on the brand new version, there may be a little bit of automation happening for you. If you are still sitting on 2007 or even something earlier than that, probably not, but maybe 2007, 2010, 2013, just 16, and you might see a little bit difference, but nothing huge. And I will talk about a difference here. Nothing huge. So I'm inside AB9, and I just want to sum up this range of cells B4 to B8. Now the first time we use this one, we are going to go through the formulas tab, and we are going to go find the sum function. Now some of you watching this might be familiar with the shortcut that you could use it, or even a keyboard shortcut, one button press that would do all this for you. Now if you are familiar with the shortcut, you are familiar with auto sum, just hold off for a moment. We are building some key blocks here, some key building blocks. That's going to help us as we get into more and more advanced topics. So hold off on the shortcut for a moment. We are going to come back to it. Alright. So I'm in B9. I'm going to go to my formulas tab instead of there. We have got this function library. The function library contains all these books, and this might be a little bit different compared to the earlier versions. The buttons just look a little different. But for the most part it's the same thing. I'm going to go to Math and Trig Good Math and Trig Maths. Bad enough, but now you throw Trig in there, and it's like, do I really want to click on no one? Math wasn't my strong suit. Alright, anyways. Math and Trig, I mean to go ahead, click on there. You are going to get a list of all these math related built-in functions, memory predefined functions that are going to do the calculations for you based on input arguments that we give it. So I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to find the S's. There it is. And I'm going to find some. There is just plain old. I will give that a click, and this is going to open up the function arguments window that we saw in the prior lecture. Now here is where it might be a little bit different compared to the earlier versions depending on what you are using here. All I did was formulas math and Trey grab some, open up the window for me, and it's already populated. B4 through 8 done. There is my 1675. I can see the result right there, is right there, formula result, and I have done. I could just hit OK and call it good, right? Well, again, Excel is pretty smart, and they continually improve it with each new iteration Excel gets.